I was, I had the privilege to see it, parts of it. I gotta tell you, it's impressive. The numbers are really impressive. And he said, these are real numbers. These are not just, COL numbers. These are mamish dike numbers. And we're talking in the tens of thousands. I mean, very, very impressive.
I still learning. We didn't finish the last one. And now we're starting this book that is Mesulas Agiola in Spanish. Because of the total, so we're starting this after davening with the Balebatim. And they're really happy. They're really very happy.
Shlomo, if I may say this, it's important you should send this message. They need to know this because they're going out with another, they're planning. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to try to make it sound that I know. I don't know. But they have an equal powerful campaign. But for that other campaign to be able to be launched, they have to be able to show to the supporters feedback. I don't know if you have any idea how much the Tutal's campaign cost. It cost over $100,000.
Wow.
Over $100,000. Producing things in 7 languages, those videos, they're all professional. All these things were done highly, highly professional. And if you want to get something professional, you pay for it, and they pay. So to get the sponsor to be willing to sponsor the next project, Baruch Hashem, they had a sponsor for come out for the whole amount. And but to be able to come back to the sponsor to show them, look, you had a good investment for your money. They need to get as much feedback as possible. How many people participated? What are the results from it? Even this, what you're saying now, Shlomo, that as a result of this, you're starting to learn now with your people, etc. It's extremely, extremely important to send them an email. This is what's happening. This will push it, assure that he can get the funding for the next project.
But to send to who?
Send it to the Tutal's email or whatever it is, or Merkez 302, or Mashiach office.
Okay, who is the Rabbi Schneor?
No, to send it to Shlomo Napiastik. You know
okay.
What? To do this.
I'm getting it right now. I'm going to send out his email right now to the.
Put out his email, and this way, it's not about covered for him. It's about being able to launch the next project. And as long as we're in Galus, project still needs to be launched.
We can wait for Serusa de Liela to match the amazing Serusa de la Tata. Or the game again gleich to next to Serusa de la Tata.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
We will schon sehen, as a response from Neuven, am gehat as a project, so should be something from above showing us that it's Neskabel berotzen, and Mashiach is moving in the world.
Yeah, I think I told you this, that I'm becoming more and more convinced of this. A Moroccan Jew, and I preface that I heard it from a Moroccan Jew, because otherwise it sounds derogatory, chas v'sholem, and that's not the intention, but a Moroccan Jew told me that he's convinced that Mashiach is Moroccan. Why? He told me in French, but basically what he said, because only a Moroccan can come so late and not be embarrassed. He's definitely very late. There's no question about it. But the bottom line is we have to stick to the Sarusa de la Sato. We have to push for the Sarusa de la Eida, but we got to push in the Sarusa de la Sato. I just want to start by mentioning, before I guess Yaakov is going to give us a little report, I want to share with that I had a good conversation with Ber Lazar before Shabbos.
Okay, that we didn't hear yet.
He's very excited about it. He strongly believes in this idea. He told me before Shabbos, when I spoke to him, that he's a little tight with time. Let's tune in after Shabbos. And I told him, I'm not just coming here to give you B'suras Tovos. I'm coming here to raise up. But his father sagt mir Chazaku Baruch. Was ist Chazaku Baruch? Chazak for what you did, to Baruch for what you're going to do. Weißt du, das ist ein Gewinn für your future activity. He said, no problem, I'll be willing to help. He's not undertaking it, but he's willing to help, and he's willing to, maybe we can even get him to put his name to it. That would be a very nice thing. So I did not, I didn't.
Anything from the bells, anything from this Bells younger man?
What? Actually,
Anything
I did start a conversation, and then he said, look, I hear what you're saying. This is going to take more Yishuv Adas. Let's get together and discuss it.
So that you mentioned to me last week, okay?
It was planted, yeah, but not more than that.
For Shlomo Besser, anything else yet?
Shlomo Besser is waiting for the next step.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to
Shlomo
reach
Besser is
out.
waiting for us to ask him, to tell him what we want from him.
Okay. So I'm going to get back to my fellow today, Be'ezus Hashem, Urban Leibovitz. I'm going to let him know that Shlomo Besser was spoken to, and that the various people that were mentioned. And as it's going to start being quite a hand and feet.
Yeah, that's, I think we got to move it forward.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Ber Lazar, since you want to have a B'sura Sagula, I saw yesterday, Mamish something with Shishin Gorbez, Gorzev and Keves, Shishin Noch de Gula. Ber Lazar put in a Nichum Avelim for, let's put it this way. When Berl knew him, he was definitely a gesunter Litvak and a verbrennter Litvak, to the point that this young man told me, Reb Zusha, ich weiß, welches Brillen ich trage. Maybe I shouldn't say this because they never get weg. So, okay. But I'm making honest for Klippe, is this Tivasa the Maida. So, he told me, you know whose glasses I wear? Sag ich him, Bemis. He said with an introduction, I'm just going to go to Schach. Ich trage seine Brillen. Sag ich him, und der Fahrer setzt du als Krumm. Verstehst du gut? So for this individual, unfortunately, he passed away last week. And Beryl knew him. He was a Russian. I got the whole story. He put in for him a Nichem Avelim to the family, where in the Yated. And the Yated took it. The Freger dir allein, it doesn't nicht gar sehen Keves.
And the Yated in Eretz Yisrael?
Yeah, on the front page. Yated in Eretz Yisrael, on the front page, signed Harav Ber Lazar, Rav Rosh Hashanah. Freger dir allein. Okay. I rest my case, Mandy.
So maybe we can get Yaakov now. Yaakov, are you up for?
Yeah, can I share my screen?
You can do that if you'd like.
Yes, I love that. Okay, so I'm meeting with the web designer tomorrow. Duvies, he's the guy who did the Sima Shas website. They're apparently, so I figured they might be the most appropriate for the job. So I'm officially having a phone call with them tomorrow. But we have to figure out what we want and to have our mission about and how we're going to present ourselves to other people. So I think there's no better way of doing that than actually showing. I literally just got a sample template theme from WordPress. And unfortunately, because it's free, they won't let me get rid of the logo in the top. So I'm sure once we get our act together and figure out exactly, how I want our website to look and everything, we can pay more for a professional theme and everything. But I didn't want to do that until we felt certain of what we're doing. But I just thought, yeah.
If I can just interrupt for a second,
Yeah.
I thought what Reb Zusha mentioned last week. United for Geula is a powerful word. Project Ubikshu is also very strong.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Just the word Ubikshu.
Yeah. So here's the thing. We just need someone that's making decisions and just moving things forward. The problem is we have a lot of people that are throwing out great ideas, but it's never officially like certified as this is what we're doing and what we're going with. Like we kind of just throw out ideas. So we have to really just officially decide. If we're going through Big Shoe, that's fine. We can just get a new domain, bigshoe.org. And
No. I'm not negating United for Geula.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
both.
Are a few. The United for Geula is almost like either the main or the subtitle for Ubikshu. Ubikshu is like one word that captures this. This is the time has come for. The time has come for the fulfillment of what the Navi says. Ubikshu as Hashem Elokeim. So just the word Ubikshu. No one can argue on that. Ubikshu. Say it in Kiddush Levana. V'yiskayim b'nu Ubikshu.
I like that you put in the D, I guess, for David Abela. Stop it. In the big show.
Yeah. So we just actually said Kiddush Levana last night, so it's very relevant.
But it's spelled without a D.
I can put the quote. I think it's from I don't know, wherever it is in Nach.
It's an Hosea.
Hosea.
I think it's an Hosea Perigim.
Yeah. Okay.
But on top, the first word, the big show, there is a D, extra D.
So that's what I
No,
said.
on top.
D for David Amela.
Sorry. Thank you. Yeah. So big show Hashem Elokeichem as Amen. The logo will go away. This is just Elementor Pro. Essentially, we would be paying for one pro website of Elementor. It's $49 a year, which is actually pretty affordable. Definitely worth it. I just wanted to wait until we had a better feeling of what we're doing before we went out and bought more things. And one thing we could do is if we want our, the way we're presenting ourselves to be Ubikshu, we could still keep United for Geula and promote it to that kind of audience, more of more of the modern crowd.
United for Geula, the United for Geula is already interpretation of the Ubikshu.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
We're all unified in the Ubikshu.
Exactly. So what I'm thinking is maybe the main domain could be Ubikshu, something like that. And then unitedforgeula.org can be a redirect, meaning promote the domain unitedforgeula.org, but that would just redirect to Ubikshu. That's another way to go.
The target of the people of this, the target.
Sorry?
The target of the people, what kind of people?
2 million Jews.
From Yidden is our official target. Our marketing strategy is geared towards some Polish guy with payas and high socks. That's officially our marketing strategy.
And the number 4 is for what?
I don't think we should market it in such a way that we're targeting only the white and the black socks. I mean, we want to reach even that, but we have to be open for every Jew.
No, for sure. Exactly. I'm just talking about in terms of marketing.
Presented that way, because right now, Shlomo is going to go away and says, it's not for my community. They're not wearing black socks. I think it's important that for anybody that has some kind of a kesher, anybody has some kind of a connection, whatever, is...
you all prefer to put Geula, not Mashiach, right?
I think Mashiach stands to Lubavitch. It became already. We were talking about this.
It's true. That's true.
The Geula is still a little softer.
Yeah. Which is funny because it doesn't make sense. Why? Because Rambam.
And to use the word, the number 4 instead of the word 4.
That was because it was shorter, and we were thinking
it's just maybe a little cooler.
We're kind of like gathering from the 4 corners of the earth. Everyone's gathering, to keep it.
Oh, that's interesting. United 4 because of the
Mitzrayim, Bovel, Yavan, and Romi.
There you go, 4 Goliaths.
And the 4 elements, the 4 Yesodis of the Bria. I don't know. Anyway, so that's that. And so then our mission. What's our mission? Like, if we wanted to have it on a website, I just want to have something to show the web designer, so at least he can get a feeling of what we're about, so he can actually design us a proper website. And I presume this is not what we're about. We're not about lorem ipsum. So, what's our mission?
I'll tell you. The label maybe can help us find the right words for it.
Sure.
Oh yeah, we have on that Google Doc. Good point.
Bring them in.
But that is true. We did have that, and that's something that we can work off. But and then essentially, then we can go, I mean, obviously this is just a template, so just ignore all that, and we can delete whatever we want. But I just want to get a feeling, like, to make it more real, like this is kind of, yeah. So I didn't get a chance to go much forward with it. I think the main thing is we need to get this VOD together. I think that is the main thing. But in terms of branding and the website, I'm meeting with the guy tomorrow, and he's going to do a logo. He only does logos for people that also have website, that they're doing their website. So essentially, it'll be like one big combo deal of the website and the brand, and we just need to be very crystal clear. When I'm meeting with him tomorrow, I want to be able to tell him, so like, what do you guys do? What are you guys doing? So maybe someone could just say in one sentence, like, what are we about? What are we doing in terms of how are we going to actually make a website in a presentable way, and that we're, going to make this happen.
We're creating the biggest event in all of history for all the Jewish people to come together to cry out for the Geula.
Okay, that's good.
That's it.
It's tiny.
Event in world history for all Jews to come together
At one time.
For the Geula. And then maybe like on the website, I don't know how complicated we want to get, but in theory, we can even have different resources, like explaining why this is something that's necessary, Dafka now more than ever.
Yeah. It should have a little bit, and it should just have a few Torah sources. It should be available in Hebrew, and it should be available in English, maybe in other languages. Once we're going to be reaching across the French, Spanish. Short.
Like here, and here, it could be like 3 Torah sources. Like, like what were the 3 like main ones? Like, for meaning Bikshu es Hashem Elokechem, that's David Malcolm Amen. Bikshu, that shows that we should Mavakish the David Malch.
Okay, we have it already all. Let me tell you, we have it already all. The women, I can get you. The women in Los Angeles, there's a women's group, you know the one, Rifki Katz's group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they got together all the sources in such a clear way.
Okay.
So we just have to reach out to them, and then we'll pick from what they send us. We'll pick the ones that are the least controversial, if you can say, the ones that are like rooted directly in where no one can argue on.
Yeah.
And like the Rebbe said, that you should send out a chain. The Rebbe once said that we should send out a chain to 10 people.
Oh yeah, those
the Rebbe had a few Mamarei Chazal that the Rebbe brought. I think the Radaka or something like that. The Rebbe had a few, and that should be sent. So something like that. It's not arguable. And the Rebbe told us back then already.
Yeah. So we'll do. Shoot. Yeah.
Kathy said Babel asked him, is good at it, and he offered to do it. Can we ask him to do all this? Send it over to.
Yeah, not a problem.
So do that. So with this way, it can be done. So you'll help at Yaakov. Send it to Ruben to okay it, and
yeah, sure. I actually have the Google Doc that we have so far. One day, 3 ways. I can reshare my screen. Share screen. So we have. This was a while ago. So this is before we kind of made changes to it, but at least the theory, that basic idea, for Geula, thousands of Jews over the world, and then whatever the date is going to be, and yeah, essentially. So yeah, and we just have to really crystallize. I guess maybe we should wait until we get this VOD together. But
I would recommend, if you listen, I would recommend you meet with Shalom Berefune as well in my office. He's in Mayon. He's an incredible designer. and he has a strong feeling for all of this. The only thing is he's a little bit more modern in his approach than the guy who does for the Hasidic crowd. So that's the only can he create something that'll be universal? You know what I'm saying? But
he has that office space in your
Sean Bear Efune, yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, for sure, yeah. I was thinking Duvi's because since they did the Siyum Shas website, like I feel like you can't go wrong because they're reputable in the community and like they'll know what is going to work.
But just get a sense of
I can also get a couple quotes from people.
Mm-hmm.
So now with regards to the VOD, how many people do we actually have? Obviously we have Chabad, hopefully one of us. We have Hasidish, someone from the Hasidish crowd that's officially able to be on it.
No, we haven't solidified anything yet in terms of people that we can say they are committed to make this. And we did speak to a few.
So we just need to just get those solidified, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And figure out the people that we don't have anyone.
Okay, let's make it a goal that by next time, our next meeting, Monday, we have at least, how many did we say? 5? We have at least, and we can have more than that. We have at least 3 or 4 set chevra that are committed to take this.
Being on the VOD. So should we just need people to?
So Yaakov, that means your job is not to get them on. Your job is to call Reuven and Reb Zusha every single day. Make sure that they're.
Yes.
No,
you put the fire.
I would suggest
I need to.
Reuven you call 3 times, me you call 10 times.
Yeah, I just don't like being that guy.
No, so there's going to be a call. It's you know what? You're up there. There is that. We have that little thing, the little WhatsApp. You can send the WhatsApp to, which includes both of us.
Okay, got it. Okay, fine. And then we just need to really think of.
If you set it on repeat automatically, it's going to send it.
You need to think of someone in the the modern Orthodox and Sephardi crowd that can just be a part of this, and even if they're not like the greatest gadol or the greatest asken, like we just need someone at least to start.
No, but we do need someone who's going to be a macher. We don't stop.
I think we do have some
Orthodox Sephardi guys. We need.
Somebody reached out to this fellow in South Africa. What's his name?
Worry. No, we didn't yet. Someone has to reach out.
I thought that somebody reached out to him already. I spoke to him about it.
Oh, yes?
I remember vaguely somebody mentioned that he said he liked the idea. Unless am I dreaming?
I didn't hear, but if yes.
Anybody remembers that?
What's the name of this person?
Warren Goldstein. Rabbi Warren Goldstein. The one who's the one who made
offered to reach out to him?
He's the one who made the Shabbos project.
Ah, got it. That makes sense. Okay.
I certainly remember somebody said he's willing to reach out to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that I remembered, but I didn't remember. I don't remember who said they're going to reach out to him. I don't know.
I don't remember who said they're going to reach out.
We mentioned that Shishler
but I don't know if we asked Shishler.
But I don't think I didn't hear if anybody did that. Who said they were going to speak? What was it?
Yaakov, maybe you can ask Ari Shishler.
Ari Shishler.
He's on the Minatzchim group. You could see his info. Yeah.
So what should I ask him?
If he could reach out to Goldstein.
Okay.
For him to be part of the VAD.
Yeah.
Not just because then we spoke for him to say a few words. Now we want to create a VAD. Is he willing to lend his name to be on the VAD?
Mm-hmm.
Not only just lend his name, I mean, we just need someone to actually help.
They have to do some work too.
Yeah.
Maybe just give their 2 cents and how to plan how to make, want to create something that's going to be that every group
and just begin the process of pulling his whole, his train. He's pulled his train into it.
Yes.
He has his contacts. He has his, that group of people. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, fine. Okay, that's exciting. What about Sephardi? Can we think of anyone remotely Sephardi that could be shaykh to like Macher Sephardi person?
If we can get Rabbi Shlomo Amar, it would be very nice.
Okay, so how do we reach him? what would be the way to get through to him?
I can call someone.
Okay.
Or also, Yaakov, put it out on the Minatzchim busy group and ask if anybody has a connection.
Is anybody
There's
else?
also Rabbi, there's another guy, Rabbi, Ben, I have to, spoke so strongly about the need. A guy is a popular speaker, and he spoke so strongly as a Sephardi rabbi about the need for Mashiach and the need to cry for Mashiach and for Geula, and not. And I don't know how big his following is, but he seems to be someone who, if anything, has even if he doesn't have such a big following, I don't know. My impression is that he's a guy who has his feet deeply planted in the entire Sephardic rabbinic world. I have to get his name. I'm gonna. They were posting videos of him like 4 or 5 months ago of him speaking with such a passion. It was so beautiful to hear.
Okay, I can ask my wife and Rivka Cass. They probably know.
They would know. They were the ones who posted the video.
Okay.
Okay.
Something Susan, something like that. I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so now with regards to I just want to have a list of who we have as potential for Hasidish, and for Litvish, like even potential people that we can add, that we're gonna.
I spoke to a fellow Irving. I spoke to.
Who do we have at least potential? That's Hasidish or Litvish?
He's from the Aguda.
Okay, so I guess that's
that would be more the Litvish, more towards the Litvish community.
Irving, what was it? Irving
Leibovich.
And if
he told me that he would even go to the Gedolei Yisrael in Israel and ask them to participate. Okay, he's going anyways in 2 weeks from now.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, great. So Irving Leibovich. Now for Hasidus, do we have someone?
Wait. We have someone there, Shlomo Besser. Put him down as another person.
For Litvish.
I don't know. He's between. If Shlomo Besser's, I don't know what's half is. More Chassidish. Get the Schreimer.
Okay, great. Now, what about modern Orthodox? Who do we have from the modern Orthodox?
We said Warren
Goldstein.
This Warren Goldstein.
Oh, really? I thought he was okay, sorry. I thought I had him in a different category. Oh, he's modern? He's officially modern?
He's from,
Okay, got it.
The OU kind of people, Young Israel.
Okay. So then we have everyone represented now, and now it's just a matter of confirming if they can be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So we just need to get the.
Yaakov, we did the hard part. Now it's the easy part.
No, that hard part is to actually get them to sit down in one room and one Zoom, and like the Chabad representative will facilitate the Zoom and just see what they think and what we should do, or it should be local.
Okay, now
global.
Did anybody speak to Shalom Mordechai already?
Oh, you're saying he would be the Lubavitcher?
No. He would just be. We need some. In addition to this 4 or 5 people, we need as many people who will pull there and drive. And I mentioned another person who will be very important for this, and this is who Shalom Mordechai can get, is Rabbi Lipschitz from Yated.
Okay.
Shlomo Besser told me a name, and Shalom Mordechai is very close with him, from Lakewood.
Lipschitz.
No, not Lipschitz. Not Lipschitz. Yerucham
Olshin?
Huh?
Yerucham Olshin? Yerucham Olshin. Yeah. He came to, there was a picture of him visiting Shalom Mordechai in jail.
Right. And apparently, today in the literature world, he's highly, highly respected.
No, we need someone like him.
Shlomo said he would be a good guy to get, and Shalom Mordechai can get him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, beautiful.
Okay, so
put the name down, please.
Yerucham Olshin.
Forget it.
And he's in the Litvish.
Yes.
Okay. Beautiful. Okay, great. So now it's just a matter of getting them confirmed, and I guess maybe we have to elect amongst ourselves, who the Chabad person is going to be. If anyone wants to make any nominations.
Beryl Lazar would be good if he's willing.
If we can get Beryl Lazar, that would be great.
Okay. It just has to be someone that's very invested in like seeing this through. Like if he has a lot of other things going on, meaning you have to have someone that's moderating the whole discussion. And I feel like the Lubavitcher has to be like a moderator. So that's what I was thinking, if it's someone within our group of
That
people.
would be the movement.
So, okay, so Rabbi Wolf, maybe, I don't know if everyone else wants to agree to vote Rabbi Wolf as being the moderator of this group. Then they can meet. No one else has to be there except
I can even wear my shtreimel when
You'll wear your stripe.
Depends who else is on the meeting.
And I don't have to put on my yachid shtreimel. I can wear the non-yachid.
Oh, now you're talking.
Then we need another Chabad. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so great. That's amazing. That's very exciting. And then we just need to really like Kol Mamish. So the meeting has to be very Kol Mamish about how we are going to make this happen and in what Eifen it's going to happen. Because right now there's just so many ways it can go about. It could be a very localized thing and just encourage people to do their local thing.
No. That's why the VAD will meet on that. Once we get the people, keep people together, see what seems to be the most feasible.
What time, how long is it going to be? What the program consists of?
Yes.
All these things is what the VAD needs to
Yes.
come up with. And if we have a high profile person that's too busy or not able to be a part of it, we can just say, hey, do you know of someone that you can recommend us that you trust that can be on this VAD to, and then
So the guy will put up a macher.
It doesn't have to necessarily be the highest person, the biggest name. It just has to be a person that's respected enough to be able to report back to the high.
I don't believe those guys will be the ones who will make it happen, but they'll be the force behind it. And then there'll have to be a group of technical people, which you will be part of that, Yaakov, and part of that whole thing that will actually work together, boots on the ground to get the event.
Exactly. Okay, amazing. Wonderful. This is very exciting. Baruch Hashem. Okay. L'chaim.